Hi guys, it has been a long time since I've posted, hasn't it? So I recently caught up with all the chapters of the Viridescent Tiara. I stopped reading it last year after that chapter where she saves the dwarfs from being flooded and dying as a result, and now they are heading back home. So that's where I had left off. I was waiting for more episodes to be released but got distracted with other manhwas and totally forgot about this one until recently. And I feel like that happens a lot because there are thousands of manhwas out there and you can easily get distracted by new ones and forget about the old ones. Um, so instead of picking up from where I had left off, that was around maybe chapter 69 or 70 something, I don't exactly remember. I decided to read from the very beginning till the recently released chapter, and I had so much fun reading it. If you have also read recent chapters, then you would know that the OG female lead has made the appearance and something has happened to our female lead. I'm trying to be vague as to not give away spoilers, but something terrible has happened to the female lead. The plotline is really good right now, and I was so curious about as to what is going to happen next that I found spoilers of the novel, which really put me off for a second. But then I found out that the artist, thankfully, is changing the story. By the way, I didn't read all the spoilers. I don't know how the story is gonna go. I've just found a little bit about them. So let me tell you what I found out. And by the way, I don't know exactly where these plot lines fit in the story. One was that our poor female lead was gonna get RAPED essayed, and her face is badly scarred. She has a really horrible scar on her face, which I'm so glad the artist decided to deter from because I think it would have become too heavy. I read manhwas to distract myself from the horrible realities of life, so I don't want to read something like this, especially right now when such a horrific case of an Indian doctor's essay has come out. It was the details of that case were just so horrific, and honestly, I still haven't processed it. My reading this mama and finding this about the novel coincided exactly with the news of the that case. So the last thing I wanted was to be reminded of that these sort of incidents are traumatic for all of us women, and can shake us to our core because it could easily be us. I think this is a fear that women have to live with every day. So whenever an incident happen of such a nature comes to light, it is hard for us. And I think reading something like this, even in Manhwa, can be really hard. So I avoid reading heavy or tragic manhwas because I read manhwas to maybe relax, enjoy in my free time, to distract myself from the cruel realities. This is exactly why I don't even read those sad of manhwas where the male lead is horrible, because a lot of disgusting things happen to female leads in those sort of manhwas. So I'm just so glad that the artist had the good sense to change the story. The other thing, which I don't know if it will happen in the manhwa or not, I think it will. It is that the female lead and the by the way, if you don't want to know the spoiler, you can just stop watching this video right now. But it is that the female lead and OG female lead are traveling when they're attacked by maybe the bandits or some enemies. I don't exactly remember. And the second male lead saves the OG female lead instead of the female lead who he had professed his love to. Okay, so even if his feelings change and he begins to love the OG female lead instead, I mean, how could he? If it weren't for the female lead saving him and his sister, he still would have been a slave being treated worse than an animal, and his sister would have died. So she saved them. She gave them a place to live, treated his sister, gave him a job as a knight, and whatnot. So it is pretty ungrateful of him to be choosing the woman he's just met over his savior, and not even his savior, not only his savior, his employer too. As a knight, it is his duty to save her. So she should have been his priority. But anyways, I don't know if it will happen in the Manhwa or not. We will know if it actually happens later on. But if it does happen, I will hate him. Not that I'm inflicted with second male lead syndrome, because our male lead is perfect, he's best. But still, I wouldn't like such a character, such a ungrateful character. So I know this video was a bit heavy, I guess, and I sat on it for a few days whether I should talk about it or not. But I guess I wanted to talk to you all about it. Anyways, like and subscribe if you want to see more videos, and if you have any suggestions, let me know. Bye.